We should go full Dr. Disrespect and just be like, oh, that's my fucking secretary Estelle there. She doesn't like swear words. I don't even know. Thank you so much, Dre for the $10 tip. Happy rainbow donation, you funny mother trucker. Thank you very much for the support, my friend. Really appreciate that. Guys, let's launch into map number 3 of this week's ICYFAR, your freaking awesome replays. The challenge was workplace harassment, where players had to show their most inappropriate behavior in their opponent's bases. Spawning down here in the bottom right-hand side, in the red, the Protoss player, it is Gladys. And isn't that just the perfect name for workplace harassment? Gladys. You know, it's just like, you can imagine maybe a sort of middle-aged or older lady in the office. Her name's Gladys. She's the one who organizes the accounts, or maybe she's like the office manager or something. It's Gladys, you know? Normally, you wouldn't harass her unless you're a real piece of shit. Speaking of real pieces of shit, up here in the top left-hand side, one of my favorite players. He's hanging out in chat right now. How you doing, my man? Representing Taste the Bacon, it is Omamorki. Now, Omamorki, famous for being an absolute psychopath, featured in this show many times because he has a talent for going on ladder every time we have a new challenge, losing about 26 games in a row until he has the most perfect, ridiculous, insulting replay he can possibly find, where he just toys with his opponent and just fucks with them in the most hilarious ways possible. So I cannot wait to see what Omamorki has in store. Also, Omamorki, that's like Grandma Morky up against Gladys, the somewhat, you know, older accounts manager in the office. I feel like this is the showdown. You know, they've both been in the company for a long time. They have a little bit of a rivalry, and we're going to see what sort of pranks they want to play on each other. What are they going to do to each other's desks, aka worker lines? What are they going to do to fuck with each other? Let's see. Let's see where it goes. For now, it looks like a pretty standard opening for Morky. We've got some Zergling speed. We've got a couple Lings on the way. Nothing too crazy. And for Gladys, it's a 2-gate opening into a Nexus. We've already got one Zealot being chrono boosted, so might have like a whole bunch of Zealots. Oh, another Zealot. Oh, all right. We got multiple Zealots on the way. This is cool. Maybe gonna go for some nice little early Zealot pressure. Back at home, Morky's like, you know what I like? I like dropping Zerglings into your fucking base. So let's build an Evo chamber. Already got Overlords ready for. Oh, this is like, this is a double drop if I've ever seen one. We've already got Lings going around the top side. We're gonna have more Lings coming down here. Oh my god, Burrows on the way. Oh man, so, you know, there's taking a shit on someone's desk. That's like the classless way of doing it. That's like no style. That's like modern day trolling. But Omamorki isn't just one of these modern day troll kids who hops into a Twitch chat and starts yelling, "Look at me! Random racist or homophobic slur! Look at me!" No. Omamorki is like a 1999 troll. He goes onto one of those like cybersex forums, dons his robe and wizard hat, and goes full fucking troll on these mother truckers. Like, he's a guy who's like, man, I'm a rhinoceros, you know, I'm stamping my foot and shit. There's steam, hot steam rising out of my fucking nostrils. Like, that's Omamorki style, right? He's got the burrow. This isn't taking a shit on someone's desk. This is taking a bit of shit powder and rubbing it into their desk. So they're not going to notice it at first. They're just going to be often greeted by the subtle smell of shit every time they sit down at their desk. Let's see exactly how this one works out. I'm excited. Morky bringing a little bit of this old school class to 2018. Zerglings running the mineral line and they're like, yeah, get wrecked, probes. And Gladys is like, god damn it, leave me workers alone. I just need to file this accounts. And oh god, okay. Morky's like, all right, we're just gonna kill everything right away here. Casual 18 workers killed. Nothing too much. It's just 18 workers. And now Morky's just going to play with his food, I think. Oh, God. This Zealot gets around, but no. Sentry comes in. All right, Gladys. Gladys is holding strong. She's been in this job for many years. She knows what she's doing. She can recover. She's still got a chance. Remember, Morky's only on 2 bases, has squeezed out some drones behind this, but I think Gladys has got a shot, you know? She's got a chance here. Let's see exactly what she can do. Oh, this one here is just, oh, they're burrowed in there, but the observer comes up. Gladys is like, I know about the shit powder. She pulls out her glow-in-the-dark light thing, which, I don't know, normally that's for showing up semen, but we're going to imagine it shows up shit powder. She's like, haha, you rubbed shit powder into my desk, didn't you, Omamorki? And Omamorki's like, oh, you fucking got me, ha ha ha. Shit, better back out of here before there's any proof to show HR. I've got to keep this job so I can keep feeding my 7 cats. Back here, ooh, there's some more shit powder buried into the Deskahan. Looks very impressive. Back at home, Morky's just kind of droning up and is going for the butthole follow-up. Very nice. We've got melee on the way. We've got Overlord speed. Gladys's wall-off, by the way, isn't this just a sight for sore eyes? This is like the nut... This sentry as well is like, I'm gonna just fucking walk out front. No worries, man. So I've heard that wall-offs are good for stopping Zerg players. So I think this looks like a wall. I just want to make sure the Archons can fit through. I just want to make sure. I think an Archon might barely fit through here. Should be pretty easy to wall this off with Zerglings. I mean, you just need to get 8 Zealots and hold position them in a row. So that's pretty easy, to be honest. I mean, that's just Protoss 101, putting 8 Zealots in a perfect line and hold positioning them. That's just basic stuff. Come on, guys. Don't be judging. These Zerglings over here, by the way, they're still just kind of casually sitting around, having a bit of a perv, watching those minerals be all shiny. They're like, we're going to wait for our moment. We're not going to spring the trap too early. Of course, Gladys is like, you know what? Immortals are pretty good. I'm going to chrono boost them twice at a time. I said chrono boost, not really chrono boosting, just building them twice at a time. And meanwhile, Morky's like, you know what? I'm going to make mass Zergling units which take almost no damage from Immortals. Meanwhile, this sentry's like, I can totally take on an 8 Zergling drop. Gladys, maybe not the best way to defend that. Sorry. Oh my god, hallucinates a disruptor. Not the most helpful, but kind of incredible. We've got a butthole going in the back door. This disruptor hallucination just wandering around. Those Zerglings gonna burrow behind that main base. And back here, behind the natural, oh my god, it turns out workplace harassment just equals nidusing banelings into people's mineral lines. Morky, you brutal bastard. Absolutely deadly destruction here, and I really feel for Gladys right now, because I gotta say, you know, she just wants to do her job in peace and quiet, and there's fucking Nidus worms throwing banelings into her mineral line. I feel sorry. Oh god, more banelings come out, headbutt a few of those zealots. These Zerglings, they looks like they were biding their time for a little bit too long. Meanwhile, Nidus worm pops into main. We got Maulings and Banes, and oh shit, this is just a nightmare, man. Gladys is not having a good time at all. She's just like, oh, what is going on? They're forcing her to use a computer. She can't just fill out her stuff in triplicate. She has to learn how to use Microsoft Excel. This is her idea of a fucking nightmare. She's gonna have to fucking come into the 21st century right here. Gladys, I feel for you. I feel for you. You've only got Immortals left. Everything else has died. We've got another Nidus worm just spewing out diarrhea Zerglings all over the place. And Gladys is getting absolutely torn asunder. We got Zerglings up there. We've got more Banelings morphing. I don't know if they're going to pop out of that or not. That Nidus worm dies. And at this point, it's really just gratuitous, isn't it? It's not even necessary. It's like, all right, we're just going to keep on popping stuff out into your base. The game's pretty much won, but how much more can I embarrass you at this point? This is actually kind of disgusting. Morky going full workplace harassment. This is relentless. This is the sort of shit you get instantly fired for. You don't even have to go to a meeting with HR. There's no sock puppets involved with this one. It's just straight up get the shit out of here because you've been breaking the rules, mate. Oh my god, speaking of that, even more probes going out of those banelings. This is brutal. Of course, these Immortals aren't really dying at all. We've got, what, 5 Immortals. We've got 3 kills on this one. We've got 14 kills, 10 kills, 13 kills. 3 kills on this one as well. Stalker's got a kill. Zealot's got 3 kills. He's seen some shit. This Zealot's on 0 kills. He's the rookie. He doesn't even know what's going on. And I think it's time. Yeah, Gladys is like, all right, I think we got a counterattack. Let's make some sentries. Why not? And back over on Morky's side of the map, Morky's like, I'm floating a little bit of money after these shenanigans. Let's make 7 Dropper Lords. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. I can already see into the future, and I think we might see a little bit of carpet bombing all over Gladys's face. So Gladys is going to come into that HR office, angry, mad. There's been poop on her desk, cheeky buttholes all over the place. Omamorky's been mooning her from across the office, has been like, hey Gladys, look, bam, looks over, there's a bit of old lady butthole staring her in the face, and she's like, god damn it, can you not? This is fucking unacceptable. What the hell is going on? And I think it's about to get even more unacceptable because honestly, that is a lot of Dropper Lords, that's a lot of Banelings, and I can't wait to see what Morky's got in store next. We've still got little Zerglings just burrowing their little faces all over the place, and Oh, he's not even going to wait. Morky's just like, oh, okay, let's just jump on top. Some nice force fields. Not a bad start to things. Banelings versus Immortals, one of the funniest unit interactions you're ever going to see. And one Immortal finally falls. We've still got 4 Immortals standing there, though. This is actually kind of hilarious. Morky's in trubs right now. One hatchery does go down. Morky's going to have to try and rally. Gladys is out on the warpath. She's like, you thought I would never stand up for myself, but fuck you. We've got some burrowed banelings there, but there's a fucking observer. Doesn't even care about that. The Zerglings trickling in. We've got drones going in a few at a time. Morky trying to make this end battle about as epic as possible by engaging with like 2 units at a time. Overlords, not even the dropper lords, these are just regular overlords, start to stand on top. They're like, hey, what's going on? Gladys is like, yeah, I'm fucking killing everything. I've got a 22 kill Immortal, an 11 kill, a 17 kill, and a 32 kill Immortal that hasn't even been scratched. Holy shit. Meanwhile, of course, Morky's like, rather than beat your army, I am just gonna keep on nidusing Zerglings into your base. Macrohatch does fall. Morky taking a bit of damage, but is like, I've had enough. Your barriers are mostly down from those broodlings. Here we go. The Zerglings get the wraparound, and that's it. These are +1 melee Zerglings. The Immortals finally fall. Gladys, this Immortal with 37 kills before it goes down, but it's not enough. Gladys, not quite able to do it. Morky's like, I'm gonna drop creep tumors in the back of your natural. Gladys is like, can you fucking not stop putting poo on my desk? And I think Morky at this point is like, I think I should maybe finish the game at some point today. I have been drastically ahead for a while, but kind of taking my time, focusing more on harassing the opponent rather than actually finishing it off. Okay, we're gonna go for a hive. All right. Okay, Morky. Going a little bit crazy here. That's a little bit nasty, you crazy person. So, what league is this, says guys in chat. Now remember guys, any game you ever watch that's not one of your own on stream, if it doesn't have the most famous pro gamer you look up to it, it's the equivalent of Bronze League. You could play a lot better in chat, just remember that. These guys are really trash for whatever league I say, and you guys yourselves are better. Just reminding you of that one. Preempting it before you guys get to it. Just remember guys, send your own replays in, and you'll have all illusions about yourself being good at StarCraft smashed and shattered forever, and you'll realize how fucking bad we all are. Even when you're in GM, you're kind of fucking trash, and that's the beautiful thing about StarCraft, guys. So don't be elitist pricks shitting on the players who are actually sending in their replays. Some of these guys, including Morky, actually send in losses quite a lot because they don't have any shame. But you know who is about to have shame? Gladys, because her desk is about to get a whole bunch of explosive fucking banelings all over it. But no, just flies right on past. Okay, Morky. What? Okay. Fair enough. He's going to drop a few banelings there. These overlords are like, all right, let's just drop banelings there. Ran straight past the full mineral line. Fair enough. Oh my god. The banelings running into Immortals, not the best there. Morky, like I said, once again trying to finish this in the slowest manner possible. +2 melee Zerglings pack a crazy punch, my man. Oh, get the Immortals, get the Immortals. No, these Zerglings are like, let's kill the Forge. I feel like cannons are what's keeping Gladys in this game. I'm gonna target down the Forge so she can't build more cannons. These Immortals are having a smoke break. They're like, we're busy, man. We're busy. We can't help. We can't help. And these Zerglings look like they're finally gonna go down, but the Forge does fall. So, fair enough. Morky is like, all right, I've got these empty dropper lords just floating around. They're being kind of annoying. Let's just put as much poo all over the base as possible. These overlords have really been eating the laxatives, I tell you that. Damn. I think Oma Morky's been eating the cat food. Doesn't have enough money for groceries. Too busy feeding all 7 of her cats. So she's just kind of pooping all over the place right now. Fair enough. That's kind of disgusting. We've got a Spire on the way. And that looks like it might be a finishing blow. About time. Wouldn't mind that. We've got another butthole about to pop out. Let's go. A little bit of fast forward there since this game is almost over. Another one went in the main. More Zerglings and Banelings coming in. Another Nidus Worm there in the 30s just kind of sitting there right now. These Banelings just morphing and just casually hanging out. Get in the mineral line. Please do it for me, Oma Morky. These Banelings are just chilling. They just don't eat. No, nah, we're just going to sit. So that's going to go down. The Nidus Worm's going to go down. And oh, here we go. Finally. Oh, no, just hits the Nexus. Okay. Morky going for the least efficient trades once again. Is Gladys actually stabilizing in this game, guys? I mean, +3 melee and adrenal glands are finishing. So Probably no, since there's no upgrades for Gladys, but Gladys has done a pretty good job of actually getting cannons down everywhere. She's installed a 4-layer security system into her workplace. The harassment does continue though. And I don't really think Morky's gonna give this one up. I don't think he's gonna let it go. I don't feel like he's gonna let this one slip away, you know? Doesn't matter how hungover the bartender is. He's definitely not gonna give this one up. Oh, here we go. The ton of banelings go across the map, about 46 of them. Let's check, 58 actually, 58. My guesstimating not quite on par. This stalkers are like, we'll stop them. We killed one. Ah, fuck. Meanwhile, here we go. Banelings are just gonna roll into this mineral line. Gladys is like, ah, shit. And there goes the entire third mineral line. Remember, these are +2 banelings. They one-hit probes, and the probes. Poor Gladys. Oh, I feel for her. Honestly, at this point, I just feel sorry for Gladys. Like, Morky has just been the biggest douchebag. Like, oh my god, one even got in the main and killed a few more probes. This is just brutal. And of course you're gonna finish off with a bit of urine. Oh my god, this is just the piss and shit build. This is literally the shit into piss. You know, normally it's the other way around, I guess. But that's honestly all Morky is doing. It's like, you know, I'm gonna start out by pooping creep everywhere, popping out cheeky butthole nidus worms, running banelings, burrowing zerglings in. That's the covert shit. And now he's gonna go into full-on piss style, right? Wait, no! Oh my... You fucking troll. You fucking troll! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, let's go to Gladys's camera. Gladys's camera. We're on Gladys's camera, guys. The feel. Oh my god. Imagine the moment you see this. Oh, Gladys is like, you have been bullying me relentlessly. Can you fuck off? And Morky's like, nah, dickhead. Just gonna keep hitting you. Oh, Gladys is like, what the hell? This is just unfair. Broodlings behind all 3 mineral lines. We've got a nidus worm there. In the main base, these broodlings are just killing everything. This desperate little 2 zealot, 1 immortal, 2 stalker counterattack is going to kill 1 hatchery, but the nidus worm pops out in the main. We've got more zerglings. Remember, guys, +3 melee and adrenal glands. These zerglings do so much damage. It is actually obscene. The broodlings even having a bit of a nibs on these cannons. The banelings starting to flesh their way out of that nidus worms. Flesh their way out? I don't know. Run out? Half the time I can't even think of the right words. Me not even know how to speaky, I swear. These immortals and stalkers going to go down. Other counterattack on the left is actually probes. It's not even a counterattack. These banelings are going to run in and just kill everything. Morky is like, let's just fucking stand here and wait till the cannons force us to blow up the Nexus. This Broodlord here is just killing everything. Broodlord's just doing the work. Morky finishing with about as much style and bullshit as possible. I think Morky might not win the best game of today award. Definitely wins the biggest dickhead of today though, and that's really what we're looking for in ICYFAR. We want to see people be as annoying as possible. 27 kill cannon there. This one has 31. You can tell Morky's been very cost efficient in this game. Super cost efficient. We've got a DT coming in now. I'm not sure if Morky has any detection to deal with this, guys. I don't know. Only about 8 overseers there. DT does go down. The base is falling. These probes are like, let's try and fight. And Gladys is like, let's leave this. This job isn't doing me any good. I'm getting older every day. I feel terrible. And to be fair, that was kind of brutal, disgusting, and horrible. But Morky brings it home in the end. He smashes it up and he takes the game. GG, well played. You're an absolute friggin' madman, Morky. Thanks for the support by sending in your dumb replays once again. By the way, Morky, it was you, right, who sent in the slow Zergling into Cannon's replay on Catalina, right? It was like your first replay or second replay, right, that you ever sent into ICYFAR? The one where by the end of it, I literally like was bashing my head against the desk, like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It was you, right? I feel like it had to be you, right? You're like the master of dumbassery. I love it. I love it and I hate it at the same time. You're an absolute psychopath. That was someone else? Okay, that was someone else. That wasn't you. Okay, okay. I know your favorite... Oh, that was Giant Dad. Yeah. Your best move obviously was the burrowed banelings and the mineral line Morky on Ascension to Aya. That's the one I'll never forget. That was Giant Dad. Okay, yeah, Giant Dad had some really dumb things. That Giant Dad replay is still the dumbest replay we've ever had in ICYFAR, where basically a Protoss did like a pretty decent opening and went mass like Oracle and cannons, right? It was trying to go into carriers. And Giant Dad literally built like 8 hatcheries and then just like rallied slow Zerglings into the enemy's base and just kept building Zerglings off like a pretty large economy and just was killing nothing. But the Oracles kept every single one of them turning their laser beam on anytime Zerglings would arrive. So the Oracles never had energy and could never harass because of it. Even though there's like 20 Oracles all just permanently out of energy. And it was like, oh, what is this Protoss doing? And then Zergling speed finished and the Zerglings just started killing everything. And it was like the dumbest game I've ever cast. And it will be forever branded into my brain. It was so ridiculous.
Thankfully, koalas are already fucking brain damaged. So this isn't even a problem. Yeah, nah, he's good.
Alright guys, thank you so much AMXSC2 with the 5-month resub. I really appreciate the support there, my friend. Let's go into the last replay of today's iCast. Your freaking awesome replays down here in the bottom right hand side of the map in the red.